2K TV here with T-Wolves Gaming, Bear to Beast, and Feast.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And AI putting up a double-double performance yet again. Kenny, talk about his total impact on the game.
You know what? Even if his scoring isn't there,
on the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Houston Rockets. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know when you talk about dedication, Chris Paul.
Tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting thing. Look it up.
Makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
Right? Yeah. And you like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego, right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear, man. I'm like a human jungle gym with my kids. But when I strap up my Mambas, I enter that zone. Right? I enter that don't play around zone.
I like that zone.
Yeah.
Your opponents didn't like that zone. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Green is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And there it is for him.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Harris outside. Rondo looking over the floor. Lakers passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jay. Off the left rim and out.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Harris against Harden. Paul outside. Pass to Faried. That's tipped. Harris, right side, drops in the tray.
I mean, the confidence coming into play here. Harris knows he's got what it takes to knock down that 3 ball.
Paul kicks to Harden. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. You look at the Rockets. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they're one of those teams that people seem to underestimate, not expecting to be this high on the list at this point in the year.
They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Green outside. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, and because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing, right? So when you watch the game, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp,
right?
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Here's Jay. The shot misses, and the Rockets take it the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out and take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
For Houston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
All free throws good from Kenneth Faried. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rondo kicks to James. To the paint. Here's Jay. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Harden with it. Picked up by Harris. Capella against Kuzma. And it's Capella missing. Lakers trail by 4. The pass to Kuzma. Kicks it out to James. Back to Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the night.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Ball against Rondo. Pass to Harden. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Jay.
And I doubt more than a handful of experts would put AI on their Rookie of the Year radar at the start of the season. But you simply can't deny the change he's made for his team.
AI wasn't getting much consideration at all when the season began, but he has forced his way, Greg, into the conversation with his play. He seems to get stronger each game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
In the corner, it's James. Green with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Jay. Here's Shumpert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. Gordon out there with Nene. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Passes it to Hart. Jay, guarded by Nene. Fires the 3. Nene pulls it in. Nene's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He ended up with 53 points and was his usual self at the defensive end, too. A lot of block shots, something we're accustomed to. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Well, everyone wants in on AI right now. Easy to see why with this story to the NBA, and sponsors are just throwing themselves at him.
And guys, the latest one for AI, Reese's Puffs. They saw an opportunity to work with a rising star and then just jumped at it. Yeah, the defender all over it.
And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches that teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system, the triangle, was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. But within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility, it was Michael's and Scotty's responsibility, to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically. Because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens.
Mm-hmm.
When that happens, this happens. Right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident. Right? They happen with intent.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Rockets trail by 4. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Outside jumper. And that's going to be a treble. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. A look at the Lakers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Rockets. They're in third place.
For Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Rivers against Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing, how to finish these alley-oops.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
James checked in for Tyson Chandler. Shumpert with the steal. Capella, high post. Rivers surveying the D. Inside. And they say the capacity for work is one of the great indicators for an NBA prospect. That motivation. Kobe, I can't believe you had a lot of trouble being motivated, knowing the way you are, the way you're wired.
Well, you just got to find what makes you tick.
Right.
Right? And sometimes it's harder for players to look internally and figure out what that is. And so as coaches or teachers or parents, it's our responsibility to find what that is in our children or players or students and bring it out of them.
Well said. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Outside Gordon. To the middle. Here's Nene. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making one free throw. That free throw good. And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their... And Los Angeles with some changes. Jay comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Ingram. The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris, and it's Jay in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Shots good by Green.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Jay. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Capella. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
He's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
That one good for 2. And that's 13 points for Jay.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Rockets trail by 12. Harden surveying the D, and the lead is down inside single digits. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Kuzma passes to Jay. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Rondo passes to Jay. The shot will not fall. Rockets trail by 9. Harden outside. Oh, Fareed in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Harden is deadly in the pick-and-roll sets, whether he's shooting or passing. The D knows they're in trouble when he's involved.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Knocked loose. Rondo against Paul. Rondo's shot is good. He has 7.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Fareed dishes to Harden. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. Capella. No good with the layup. Los Angeles leading by 9. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Gorgeous assist there from Harris. His understanding for the game and how to get his teammates involved, it's impressive.
That's good from Jay. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Los Angeles on D. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Ball against Rondo.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for Paul.
DJ Augustine.
Capella with it. He's got 10. The Rockets again can't hit.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
The Rockets with another miss.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
And it's in there. And that's now 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Green finds Harden.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Harris. Not going to go that time. Harden with the defensive effort. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. That shot off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop still should have went for something better than that, though.
Down low. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 9 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Here's Capella. He's got 10. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Jay, the pass to James. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Rockets trail by 18. Here is Harden. 14 points for him. He kicks to Gordon. The 3. Capella inside and stolen by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Houston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Lakers passing it around. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. James has got 15 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
To the inside. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game. Lakers leading by 20. Here's Jay, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden. The first free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for James. Josh Hart comes in for Harris. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Houston. Rivers checked in. Outside Gordon. From deep. Offensive rebound. Augustine from outside. No good on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Inside. A nice shot by Rivers. He's got 5.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Jay. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Ingram passes to Jay. And Hart has it in the corner. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
The Rocket shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Caldwell Pope against Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. Rivers gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 22. And the pass to Jay. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, then Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
Augustine looking around. Now Rivers. He has 5. In the corner, it's Gordon. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Jay. Jay's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Pass to Hart. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Rockets. That's good from Jay. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. There's the dish to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. And for Houston, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Caldwell Pope against Shumpert. Outside Gordon. Faried outside. Here's Rivers. They grab their own miss. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
One shot.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
He's made 2 of his last 5 attempts so far at the line. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Nene, he's checked in for Faried. Here's Caldwell Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. It's deflected.
Look, Shumpert hustles for every block that he gets.
The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Fareed's checked in for Houston. The free throw off from James.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Gordon inside. He's guarded by Stephenson. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Here's Hart. He's guarded by Rivers. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. And that's now 33 points for Jay.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Good on the three-point shot.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Stevenson with the bounce pass. Down low, here's Jay, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Outside Gordon. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Rockets working now with a fresh shot clock. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's McGee. Stevenson passes to Jay. Ingram kicks to Hart. No good on the triple. Here's Shumpert. Off target from outside. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers on top, running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Gordon. Green is out there with Kenneth Fareed. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Paul in at the point. And they double up Paul. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Houston with it. Shumpert in the corner. It's rebounded by Jay. Lakers leading by 23. In the corner, it's James. To the inside, here's Jay. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jay's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers. The Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Paul looking over the floor. Gordon kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 6. They kick it out to Green. His three-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw good from James. And some changes here for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for JaVale McGee. Torrey Craig comes in for James. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Brandon Ingram. Paul kicks to Shumpert. Back to Paul, fires the three, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, you got to appreciate how assured Paul is. He takes pride in torching the D on the catch and shoot.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Outside Shumpert. Back to Paul. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Paul finds Shumpert. Back to Paul. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career, and it never gets old.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jay, the pass to Bullock. Over to the left wing. Craig buries it from three-point range.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Here's Paul, and it's blocked. Now, here's Bullock. Passes to Jay. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over Shumpert. Shumpert with some nice D. The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Connects again.
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate.
You're right. We knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for 3rd for the most 40-point games in a season.
And you can put him in the same breath as Michael Jordan. They both can say they had 37 games of 40 or more. Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Rockets, Daniel House. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for House.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And so House nails both of them. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Bullock. Here's Craig. Back to Bullock. Kicks it to McGee. And taken away by Paul. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pull-up jumper. Shumpert, no good.
Oh, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
played a good game tonight. Thanks for setting me up.
Yeah, guess what?
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Interview.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Shaq and Kenny, you're on.
All right.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, this is Shaq. Hurrah! You've been beasting these last few games, and it's fun to watch. Anything you feel you've done differently to make this impact?
Anything differently? The one difference I can identify, I'm trying to be more aggressive with my touches. When I don't settle to play passive, I know it benefits the whole team. Creates opportunities for others, to make plays. And we know that we have to be aggressive as a group in order to accomplish things that we want this season. And we've just been trying to set the tone with my play.
AI, huh? The A must stand for animal.
Thank you, Shaq. Great.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Here you go.
I'm be talking again.
Feast, you're about to play your former team.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Well, for the Pelicans, they don't want to disappoint the hometown fans, but they'll have their hands full taking on one of the top teams in the league. We'll see if they can get it done. Tremendous season so far. On the back nine now, I guess you could say. Kenny, would you say this is when the best teams
One more. As you can see, I got my go-to face on. And they can't check it when I got my go-to face on. Pull up the show, I put my go-to face on. Feds my case, but I got my go-to face on.
Davis.
What's up, AI?
What's up, man? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, man, pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, you get a little bigger in the offseason, man. You looking pretty swole nowadays.
Yeah, man, I've been eating a lot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, about 5-6 meals a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
But you got a personal chef, or you cooking for yourself?
Oh, no, I'll cook myself.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hey, I got a big kitchen in my new spot. You can come through and cook for me sometime.
Oh, for sure. You like pasta?
Yeah. Is that your favorite thing?
My favorite thing to cook. Pasta, Alfredo sauce, and chicken.
Alfredo sauce and chicken?
Hey,
you. I can get down with that. Okay.
Sure. We'll do it. Set it up.
All right, man. We'll do that. Hey, have a good game, bro.
You too, man. Good luck.
See you soon.
We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And sometimes...
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2".
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, D.A. Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, you know, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have a...
Oh!
What an incredible athlete. Once Harris has room to soar, he uses that jumping ability to just finish with fire.
Here's Randall. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
They made shot selection a priority, and you see their percentage from the field. Outstanding. Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Outside Rondo. Here's Jay, and here's James outside. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Payton kicks to Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Payton looking it over. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Jay, the pass to James. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma kicks to James. To the middle. No good from Jay.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Payton against Rondo. Payton finds Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
The future is bright for Anthony Davis. Not only is he a scorer, he's efficient, he's effective, and he's passionate about the game. You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Kuzma against Randall. Back to Payton, to the paint. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 8. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
It's a thing of beauty watching an athlete that graceful, but that powerful.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at the Lakers. Right now they've acquired the second best record in the conference. And of course, New Orleans, down 5 spots from them.
And I think for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
Hill kicks to Payton. Loads it up for Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner AD flying to the rim.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. They get it again. Jay. Randall with some nice D. New Orleans leading by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Payton kicks to Davis. Unloads from 13. A rebound by the Lakers.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he couldn't deliver.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Outside Holiday. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. Drew Holiday fourth.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And so consistent from the three-point range, too. That's what I love about them. Their long-range shooting is always going to be there. You know what they're going to give you from behind the arc.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Holiday, the pass to Randall. And Davis wide open. He shoots. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Payton kicks to Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And as we see Anthony Davis step into what could be the best years of his career, Smitty, who does he remind you of?
You know, a lot like Kevin Garnett in his prime. The way he can impact both sides of the floor. He's KG with the three-point shot, and he also has a little bit of Hakeem Olajuwon in him.
LeBron outside. Pass to Jay. Fades away. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Hill kicks to Payton. Left side Davis, and Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's New Orleans with it. Taking a look at the Lakers. Jay out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Chandler, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the point. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Johnson kicks to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ingram and off the front iron, and in it goes. Clark's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for New Orleans. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Rockets was terrific. He had 41 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Ingram outside. Pass to Stevenson. Down low. It's deflected. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. To the paint. Here's Jay. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Ingram. From deep three-point range. No good from Clark. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Jay. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. All different levels of playmakers in the league right now. But some guys, Steve, have an innate vision that just can't be taught.
Yeah, I love watching Chris Paul with his vision. Even Ben Simmons, a younger guy who can pass the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who has great vision for his size, has a great feel for the game. There's just so many guys. Ricky Rubio is another guy who can pass the basketball.
Yes.
And Lonzo Ball,
good name.
A young guy. Those guys have just that innate vision. They can see 2 plays ahead.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Ingram, and that one's good by Clark.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Chandler's shot, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Ingram. Clark, the pass to Diallo. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Clark finds Mills. Good on the triple. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Shot's good from Jay. And the Lakers lead by 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
On the wing, Johnson. From past the arc. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Clark. He's covered by Ingram. Ingram with the steal. Inside, Stevenson. Here's Jay. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pelicans trail by 7. And Mills kicks to Wood. Pass to Clark. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
They get the rebound. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. And that one falls for Chandler.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And let's check out the stats for Rondo. how last month turned out for him. He's putting up 6 points a night, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Here's Clark. James covering. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Diallo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Diallo's got 4 points in the quarter. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Shaq Diallo. Solomon Hill comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Holiday in for Ian Clark. Outside Hill. The dish to Davis. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
I love this from Anthony Davis. His shot is so fluid. Great mechanics off the catch. Such a well-coordinated athlete.
And here's Mills. 9 points in the game so far. Outside for Davis. It's Hill on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 10. Here's LeBron. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Back to Davis. Shot from 12. Bank shot. No good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And if you couldn't answer that, they pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, get you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
It's Hill on the wing. Outside Holiday. Shoots from 12. A rebound by the Lakers. Jay's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You get this a lot from AD. Attack, and he's scoring in bunches.
To the middle. Here's Jay. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Jay's got 28.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Holiday against Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
This is what you want from AD, to use his size and skill to cash in on second chance opportunities.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Inside, here's Jay. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. Harris kicks to Kuzma. Rondo, wide open, finds himself wide open and drills it.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Payton finds Davis. Some solid defense from Jay. Lakers leading by 17. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
A free throw off from Jay. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday against Harris. Now the pass to Payton. Deflects the pass, and here comes the break. Here's Jay, and that one is stuffed right through.
Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they fuel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Harris against Holiday. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. To the inside, and it's Davis with the jam.
Exceptional timing on the pick and roll. AD showing a good feel for how to generate points.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
LeBron passes to Jay. Some room here for Rondo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Rondo's got 6 points.
Rondo is certainly capable of drilling the jumper. Got to at least get a hand in his face.
Holiday dishes to Payton. Feeds to Davis, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Kuzma kicks to LeBron. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Holiday with it. 6 points for him. Now the feed to Davis. With the second effort, and the layup is up and in. Davis has got 35.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Lakers leading by 17. Outside for Rondo. A three-pointer off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Down low, Randall. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Randall's got his first points in this one. Lakers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Jay. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Davis. Outside Holiday. Payton outside. Lock at 6. Inside. New Orleans getting another chance here. And he makes that one. Randall's got his second basket.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Rondo passes to Jay. And the shot falls short this time. Here's New Orleans. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Steve, you had an excellent playing career. Talk a little bit about the work you had to put in and just to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it comes down to that work ethic. Obviously, we all have talent, but you have to put in that work. And that work continues on the court, off the court, and it's basically 365 days a year where you have to find a way to get better.
Was it mainly shooting for you?
No, not mainly shooting for me, Kevin. I think it was always just my overall game.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Stanley Johnson comes in for Solomon Hill. Clark, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Mills in for Payton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That's on LeBron James. And that one falls for Clark. Now here's LeBron. 13 points in the game. Now Rondo lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got 8 points.
Even with the hand in Rondo's face, he still knocked that one down.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Ingram. A baseline J. No good from Clark. Los Angeles leading by 14. And there's the bucket from Jay. Jay's got 38 points.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Here's Mills. He's got 9. Here's Randall. Pass to Diallo. Johnson outside. Lock at 6. Fires for 3. Rebound by Jay. Jay's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Down low, Randall. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
To the paint, here's LeBron. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Here's Diallo. He's got 8. He kicks it to Clark. Takes the 3. Can't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
I'll tell you, Holiday moves so smoothly. Good job of creating space off the pick.
Here's McGee. It doesn't go for him. Randall with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 16. Dishes to Mills. Outside Holiday. Pass to Wood. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Randall finds Mills. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Jay, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Mills dishes to Randall. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Randall. Out to the right wing. Here's Holiday. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Good work there as it goes. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 16-point lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here's Mills. He's got 9. Passes it to Wood, to the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Holiday inside the line. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. Los Angeles leading by 16. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Here's Jay, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jay's got 44.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Holiday looking for an opening. To the inside, Diallo. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Lakers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Hill, he's checked in for Shaq Diallo. And Holiday kicks to Mills. Over to the wing. Wood passes to Holiday. Here's Wood. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Los Angeles leading by 18. There's the pass to Hart. Here's Jay. Plays it up and banks it in. Jay's got 46 points.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Randall finds Holiday. 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Ingram. Here's Los Angeles now. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Holiday. .103 left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13, but he recovers it. Rebound by Jay. Jay's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kuzma, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans really having a tough go here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
35 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holiday. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Caldwell Pope right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Mills kicks to Davis. Fades. And the shot goes in. Davis has got 37.
You always will have this fear when defending AD. He can just rise up and knock it down.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Harris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Hart in at the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Payton against Caldwell-Pope. Davis down low. Here's Wood, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th.
Pass to Mills. Floats it up for Davis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Anthony Davis is showing us he's a shot maker in this league. He's the guy you want to get the ball to.
And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible. With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game and court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
New Orleans making some changes here. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Ian Clark subbed in for Drew Holiday. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Here's Clark. Out to the right wing. Mills with it. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
Here's Rondo. On the wing, Chandler. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Pass to Clark, kicks to Davis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
AI, good timing. Shaq and Kenny have a few questions for you back in the studio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right through here.
See you guys. Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. Watching tonight, I thought your ability to create for others was the key ingredient. Was that the idea coming in?
Well, I know our team is best when the ball's flying around. You know, everybody's getting touches. When you run too much isolation, players start standing around. To get to where we need to be, we have to move the ball each trip down the floor, and I just tried to get that going for the team.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Congratulations, son.
Thank you, Shaq. Thanks, man. See you. Let me guess. Press conference?
You know it. You ready?
Yeah, I think so. Just a second.
AI, what would it mean to you if you won Rookie of the Year?
Man, Rookie of the Year? We gonna talk about that already?
Why not? I mean, the regular season's winding down, and you're one of the leading candidates to win the award. Surely that doesn't come as a surprise to you.
You know, I wouldn't say it's a surprise. And, since you seem to want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I mean, I think the award is mine to lose. So I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I fully expect to see that trophy on my mantle by this summer.
It's a little cocky, don't you think?
No, not cocky, just confident. I've always had confidence in my game, and I think that it's just showed all season. You good, Dan? Okay, thanks.
Thanks, AI.
I am here with 76ers GC.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. They
that I died 20 years ago.
Make sure to pick up your official NBA programs. Get player stats, find schedules, and read interviews with the NBA players. Programs are located at all entrances to the stadium.
Still want to be a part of any upcoming Grizzlies games? Please visit us on.
Live from Memphis, Tennessee, at the home of the Grizzlies, we're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. Unfortunately, a troubled season they've had right down near the bottom, second to last in the West.
And guys, this is an opponent that's given them problems first two times out that they met. Both losses. We'll see if the third time is the charm.
This is their last chance, Greg. I mean, the final game of their season series against this group. So they're looking for a measure of redemption and, of course, trying to avoid being swept.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Jay in at the center, locking down the middle. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list, and Clark, you've taken a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthiest?
Well, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
Well, given how AI first got his chance at the NBA and how much drama was involved, it's amazing to see just how many friendly relationships AI has around the league.
And Greg, this is something you've mentioned before. The NBA is a brotherhood. Sometimes players might get into it, but at the end of the day, there is a general sense of community between everyone involved with the league.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Knocks it loose. Here is Miles. 14 points from him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Harris kicks to James. Now the pass to Jay. Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Conley. Passes it to Jackson. In the corner, Miles with it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conley. A rebound by the Lakers.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. This team is rolling right now, still haven't missed a shot.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
The 3 from Corey Harris. Rebounded by Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Bradley. That one a little long.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Jay. The shot comes out. Nice D from Valanciunas. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bradley kicks to Miles. Valanciunas in the high post. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The shot's good from Jay.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Conley. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
To the inside, Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates. And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is health. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's He's way off today.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 6. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ivan Rabb comes in for Jackson. Anderson, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Brooks subbed in for Avery Bradley. No good from Jay. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. This NBA Clark, amazing the potential now for some players.
Substitution.
Valanciunas in the high post. 17 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Harris is out there with Hart, and it's Jay in at the 5.
You just can't be relaxed around Harris. He's great at recognizing when to take risks and go for the steal.
Now here's Bradley. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and it goes down 2 points.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Yeah, where's your fight? You got to show more fight than that.
Here's Jay, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's Bradley on the wing. Shot clock at 5, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Now here's Bradley. 6 points for him. That one finds the mark on target from Jay. Jay's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Memphis. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Offensive rebound, and the shot goes in. Valanciunas has got 10 points in the game.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Bradley kicks to Miles. Pass to Valanciunas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Now here's Bradley. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
James, the bounce pass. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. And the wide open shot from Miles. Good on the 3-point shot. And now just a 3-point Laker lead.
Miles really remarkably quick in terms of how he fires right after he gets a pass. No time to waste with him.
Here's James. Count the basket. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Conley scanning the floor.
Just a strong, assertive defender. You like seeing Harris be this aggressive in terms of contesting shots.
The shot's good from James.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Conley against Harris. Conley finds Valanciunas. Back to Conley to end the run. Cans it from downtown. Conley's got 17 now.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
James outside. Back to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 6 assists in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. No good from Jay.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big-time work.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the... Jay checked in for Los Angeles. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jackson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson passes to Conley. Here's Valanciunas. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Lakers leading by 5. Rondo kicks to James. Jay, good, and the assist goes to James. 33 points for Jay.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Conley against Rondo. They double-team Conley. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
And the basket is in from Jay.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He had 52 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Conley dishes to Bradley. Back to Conley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Clark, you went around 6'8", 6'9" or so, very versatile, able to shoot, certainly. We saw that in college and pro. Which players? And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Rabs checked in for Memphis. And the second free throw, good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Here's Noah. The Lakers with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And now we get a chance to see how the Grizzlies are doing in the NBA rankings right now.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
That free throw good from Jay. Both free throws good from Jay. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Conley with it. He's got 22. They double team Conley. Here's Brooks. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Jay. Makes it off the glass. Jay's got 42 in the game.
His ability to create is a big part of what makes LeBron so effective. That there's no way to defend him in the open floor.
Conley, the pass to Rab. He kicks it to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Rab. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now Brooks. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Conley. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
To the paint. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Rab. Rab's got 4 points now in the quarter. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Brooks. Kicks it to Noah. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Count that one.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Pass to Rab. Now Noah. Over in the corner, Conley. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Some changes for the Lakers. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Harris. Stevenson kicks to Ingram. No good from Jay.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And Los Angeles guys shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And the length and wingspan of Brandon Ingram gives him, Clark, so many advantages on the court.
Yeah, it's actually what GMs and coaches like to see. His reach and size comparable to guys like KD and Giannis. Bothers shots on defense, and he can actually get his shot whenever he wants to. Because of his length, his upside as a player on both ends, I think, is what's exciting for the Lakers.
Jay, the pass to James. And that one off the back of the rim and in. James has got 12 points in the game.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson against Caldwell-Pope. Takes the 13-footer, and that one goes long. The Lakers in the lead. It's tipped. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Conley against Ingram. Out to Brooks. Rab the pass to Conley. 5 on the clock. And the free throw stats there, 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Jay, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Joakim Noah. That free throw good from Jay. And so he hits both. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Conley with it, out guarded by Ingram. Brooks against Caldwell-Pope. Brooks finds Noah. To the paint, the kick out to Anderson. Fires the 3, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Lakers ball.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Anderson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Jay, the pass to Caldwell Pope to the paint. Here's James. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Outside Conley. Misses there. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Lakers right now, Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Hart is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Jay in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Los Angeles leading by 6. That one falls. Hart's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Grab kicks to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Miles. A second chance effort. That's tipped, and he recovers it. And that one's good by Noah. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Michael Conley. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Noah. Jackson comes in for Yvonne Ram. And Bradley's subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Conley against Rondo. Conley kicks to Bradley. Over Caldwell Pope. And again, Memphis no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Los Angeles leading by 8. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 54 points.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Pass to Hart. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bradley finds Conley. Miles Miles with it. He's covered by Rondo. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Miles. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Hart, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Bradley kicks to Valanciunas. Puts it up from 12. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rondo, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And how about the focus there from Rondo? Doesn't let the D get to him, able to complete that play through contact.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Kept alive. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
But yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage, a big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Josh Hart. And Harris subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Offside Rondo. Jay, the pass to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Here's Jay. That one, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's Miles on the wing. James covering. Conley against Rondo. They double-team Conley. Bradley, no one around him. And another miss by Memphis.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to Jay. Stolen by Miles. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Pass to Conley. To the middle, got a piece of it, and stolen by Kuzma. From downtown, and LeBron James with the 3. LeBron's got 19 points.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Miles finds Valanciunas. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. 16 feet away. The shot by Rondo is no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Inside. Here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Jay, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth.
And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
AI, we've got a couple quick questions for you here.
All right, let's do it. What's up, guys?
Hey, AI. I was wondering how you feel about being one of the leading candidates for Rookie of the Year this season.
Come with me, guys. I mean, if that's the case, it's a true honor. You know, I feel like I've come a long way, and I wouldn't have come this far without the help of my coaching staff, my team, and everybody that's helped me to make this an incredible season. I truly got to give props to everybody who's made this possible.
Well, props to all of them indeed. Good luck, AI. My money's on you for the award.
Thanks, Griff. Appreciate it.
Oh, looks like the buffet's open, Griff. Follow me.
Thank you, guys.
Go get a bucket. It's an easy game.
And you're the anchor on the team, so how is that?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And looking at Los Angeles, they've definitely been generating momentum. They are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And looking at the second half of the season, Shaq, for the teams that are thinking rebuild, what do you expect to see from them?
Well, so you got to play the young gun. Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan and with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know how...
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. And we see it so often, Brent. A good team gets up for a big game and they win. And then they fall down with their performance and lose to an inferior club the very next game.
Interesting point, because last year we saw this so much with the eventual champion Golden State Warriors, where they just seemed to be disillusioned with some of the competition on a given night, playing down to their competition. So if I was a coach in this league, I would use them as an example, that even the best team in the business struggles with this, and you have to find a way out of it. We're not the Warriors. We want to be the Warriors. So we got to break out of this funk a lot quicker, and this cannot be part of our identity as we move forward.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Holiday out there with Mills, and it's Hill in at the 3 spot. Davis kicks to Randall. Shoots over Kuzma. Randall no good. Kuzma passes to Jay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away, out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Thunder. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they're one of those teams that people seem to underestimate, not expecting to be this high on the list at this point in the year.
And there's the foul. It's going to go on Solomon Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Rondo passes to Jay. And good that time. Jay's got his second bucket.
I think he recognized the size mismatch. No reason to pass out of that. Just rise up and knock it down.
Holiday finds Randall. Back to Holiday. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Philadelphia. Outside Rondo. Pass to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. And good that time. And that's now 6 points for Jay.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center. I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Anthony Davis, a great defender by most measurements. But, you know, Brent, some feel his defensive development has plateaued the last few years.
He still gets a lot of blocks, over 2 a game for his entire career thus far. And he doesn't have the same impact that he once did. But, you know, guys are shooting a lot more three-point shots, Kevin. So if you can find a way for AD to get from the lane out to a Steph Curry 28-footer, Alvin Gentry's listening.
Jay, the pass to Harris. To the inside, poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Randall against Kuzma. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Holiday attacking, feeds to Davis. Got a piece of it. Jay is guarded by Davis. No good from Jay. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Mills dishes to Hill. Davis kicks to Hill. Now here is Holiday. 29 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
As much as Drew Holiday can contribute on the offensive end, Brent, with his scoring and playmaking, he's also a very capable defender.
Oh, he's more than capable. He is one of the better defenders at that position, and the more years Drew Holiday has in the league, the more he's got a notebook of what it is guys like to do and the things he can take away. Great hands, great lateral movement, and last year showed up in a big way defensively for Alvin Gentry.
Count that one.
Hill burrowing inside, and because of his size, he's able to do that, get around the rim and finish.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Jay. Buries it down low. Jay's got 8 points.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Mills finds Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
Randall against Kuzma. Harris outside. Passes it to Kuzma. Rondo, good.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
The pass to Holiday. Over Harris. Holiday gets the bucket. 6 points for him. Lakers trail by 3. Outside Rondo. Here's Jay. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Outside Holiday. Back to Randall. He kicks to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Randall passes to Mills from deep three-point range.
Well, a good defender, the wingspan and timing Rondo has on defense sometimes can be disruptive.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. That one finds the mark on target from Jane.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Anthony Davis is just as complete a player on the offensive end as you're going to find. Great facing up, great mid-range, plays with the back to the basket. One of the things that is his best quality, Kevin, that does not get talked about much is just how devastating he is in transition. One of the game's greatest runners and finishers. And when you play with a point guard who will advance the ball, he becomes that much more dangerous.
And stolen by Kuzma. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And Brent, for Davis in his offense, the stat lines he can put up are just jaw-dropping.
Man, even from a historic standpoint, very few big men can dominate a game in the multitude of ways that AD can. Incredibly quick with his decision-making. He's really got great footwork. And with his length, he has the easiest time getting a shot off any switch. I mean, it's just an automatic mismatch. He is truly a special player.
Here's Payton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. Shot left block, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. And it's 9 points for Anthony Davis. Rondo against Payton. Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Jay. Jay's got 18 points. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 1. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Randall right side. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for James. On the wing, Johnson. And it's blocked. Here's Diallo. Jay, the pass to Rondo. Jay He can't get that one. Pelicans trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Payton kicks to Clark. Here's Wood. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Lakers shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Jay, the pass to Rondo. To the middle. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. His three-pointers off the mark. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Out to the right wing. Johnson outside. On its way from Clark for 2. They get it again. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris. And it's Jay in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Grizzlies was terrific. He finished with 54 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Shot clock at 3. They grab their own miss. Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Harris outside. Passes it to LeBron. It's rebounded by New Orleans, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far, because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Jay. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
And here's Mills. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Holiday looking for an opening. Hill has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 4. It's stolen by Hill. Holiday against Harris. Holiday finds Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Enjoyed that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there's the pass to Jay. Great D that time from Davis.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Up top, Randall. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about the work he did
on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
First personal foul, team's third.
The Lakers in the lead. Jay, the pass to Kuzma. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the middle, here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, just looking at this box score and wondering what Anthony Davis hasn't done. This guy's been on a roll since the tip.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The one thing when you watch Patty Mills play, Brent, he is great at anticipating what is about to happen.
Well, it's obviously most noticeable when he's off the ball. A good sense of when to slip a screen or change pace a little bit to get some space. Very natural sense of spacing the floor and being set up for the three-point shot.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Holiday. They get it again. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Hill, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And it's tied up with that one. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they throw
a lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Kuzma passes to Harris. Nice form on the 20-footer. Harris has got 6.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Pelicans.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
And I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
It's stolen by Hill, and now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Holiday focus there, and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Here's Jay, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Mills looking it over. New Orleans moving it around. Knocked away. Five to shoot. Drops one in from the wing. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 7 points here in this quarter. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Holiday against Harris. Outside Hill. Mills in the corner. Here's Randall. Rebounded by Jay. Jay's got 6 rebounds in the game. No one near James as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's a 3-point Laker lead. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Hill with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Randall against Kuzma. Randall kicks to Davis. It's blocked. Now the Lakers on the break. Three-pointer. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Harris. Harris has got his third assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now they've acquired the second best record in the conference. And of course New Orleans just way behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
And first timeout of the game called for New Orleans.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Harris. Diallo, he's checked in for New Orleans. Elfrid Payton comes in for Patty Mills. Davis looking for an opening. Shot to stop the run. That one drops for him.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Los Angeles leading by 6. The feed to LeBron. Taken away by Holiday. Inside. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 12 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. To the inside. Intercepted. Ingram against Hill. And it's Davis finishing it off.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
And the Lakers with another turnover here. And the Lakers making a change here. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Holiday out there with Mills, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. Floats it up for Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Largely a shoot-first guy, but Mills does have solid court vision and passing ability, which you saw right there.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Holiday, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it. Lakers leading by 3. Jay, the pass to Rondo, makes it off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Count it. Good. Hill's got 8 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside Rondo, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Pass to Jay. Lets it go from 11, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jay's got 30 points. Mills finds Davis. Holiday against Harris. Takes the 13-footer. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Drew Holiday.
Now remember, this is a former All-Star in the Eastern Conference, Drew Holiday, knocking down the mid-range jumper.
Here's Jay, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Pelicans trail by 3. And Mills kicks to Randall. Here's Davis. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Jay, and Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Here's Randall. Plays it up and banks it in. Randall's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
James, the pass to Harris. Here's Jay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
And stolen by Harris. Passes to Jay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Julius Randle picks one up. The Lakers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
He doesn't get the second one.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. The free throw drops for Hill.
Now, Hill's smart about taking quality shots. He can play either forward position. It's a nice bit of versatility for a coaching staff.
To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. He gets that one. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Mills finds Davis. The 3 from Hill. Rebounded by Jay. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. It's stolen by Davis. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. Kuzma against Randall. The fader. And the shot is good. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night. And it's Harris with the ball for the Lakers. The pass to Stevenson. Down low. And Kuzma slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Mills with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Hart. Taken away by Holiday. Randall kicks to Mills. Trying to get open is Randall. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got the lead up to 3 now for New Orleans. It's stolen by Davis. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
And that's...
Rondo passes to Jay. Basket good. Jay's got 39.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Holiday against Ingram. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded close. That ties it up. Wood's got 8.
That's an experienced decision by Holiday to fire that pass to the open man.
Here's Jay, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. To the paint, here's Wood, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. Payton kicks to Diallo. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Here's Ingram. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Payton outside. 40 seconds left in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, many people had some high expectations for Elfrid Payton when he was drafted 10th in 2014. His offensive game has come along nicely. He sees the floor. He scores on the inside. I don't think he'll ever be a perimeter threat. And defensively, he could be a little bit more active.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he jams it with authority.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
The Pelicans shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Holiday kicks to Diallo. Dishes it to Payton. Ingram against Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Free throw, good, Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. Here's Jay, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rondo at his best, an elite distributor setting the table.
Holiday finds Mills. Wood misses there. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Jay out there with JaVale McGee. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
A free throw off from Jay. And it's Mills with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 2. Kicks it to Davis. Holiday against Ingram. Pass to Mills. 6 to shoot. Over LeBron. Misses off the left iron.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pelicans trail by 4. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Davis dishes to Holiday. Back to Davis. It's deflected. Passes to Jay. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. They'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
Down low, it's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Here's Rondo, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pelicans trail by 7. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Inside, Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Ingram outside. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. No good from Jay.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Ingram passes to Jay. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And there's the pass to Diallo. Stolen away. And that one is hammered home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Davis, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And Mills kicks to Davis. Back to Mills. Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock, and they double up Davis. Here's Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 20 points for Drew Holiday.
Now Holiday looking comfortable there when he gets in close.
And that one's good. James.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 7. Mills passes to Diallo. And here's Holiday. Lots of room. Rebounded by the Lakers. Jay's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And McGee kicks to Rondo. And that one's good. Ingram's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Wood. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Wood with the bucket.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Pass to Jay. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Passes it to Mills. Back to Holiday. Down low. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Diallo.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating five, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Jay, and he dunks it down.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
And it's Mills with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And Harris subbed in for Ingram. The Pelicans also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Diallo, and it's Hill in for Wood. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Hill finds Davis, 13 feet away. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Lakers leading by 8. To the left side wing. Rondo passes to Jay. Here's Harris. Lets the three fly. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Harris.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Holiday, here we go.
I mean, you have to be cognizant of where Harris is. He's solid at timing when the block shots.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
And LeBron throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Mills kicks to Holiday. Outside, Davis. Poked away. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Holiday. Loads it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Randall. Sweet little floater.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Inside, here's James. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Harris against Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 22.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Harris. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Rondo. Hill looking around. A good look from Holiday. Rebound the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Whoa! Wow. Good look out. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Holiday. He kicks to Mills. Back to Holiday. Davis dishes to Holiday. Davis, the pass to Mills. Clock at 6. Hill finds Davis. Fires from 14.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Yeah, so my old coach used to tell me about these sandwiches, and I feel like I could go for one of those right now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sore.
Hey, AI. Guys in the studio have a few questions for you.
Oh, cool.
Right this way.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our post-game guest.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
Well, we wanted to make sure we kept the work rate really high, you know. We didn't allow ourselves to feel comfortable. Closing out games in the NBA, man, it's never easy. As soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that lead disappears. So credit to our guys for staying focused and not letting that happen.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew.
That's everyone.
Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
Here you go. Yo, V, that Reefs Plus money come in yet?
Yeah, came in last night. Here you go.
Sweet. Thanks. You catch the game, Spinelli?
Oh, I heard you scored a lot of buckets, sir.
Yes. Something like that. Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.